Hey, it's an amazing day at Central Valley Business. I'm your host, Reverend Steve Walling. My guest is Reverend Ara Guekguezian. Welcome to the show,
Well,
Ara.
it's good to see you.
You know, I'm sorry about the way I did that, but anyway, welcome to the show. You're from the Big Red Church. There's nothing little about it. This is exciting, and you got some stuff going on. You've been with us before, and you know, it's just it's really amazing. You were telling me before we went on the air that you do 2 fundraisers a year for very important causes. And what are those causes again?
Well, one is for hunger, and one is to support it's the alleviation of hunger. That happens in the fall. And this Broadway on Van Ness is an event that supports our supportive ministries right in the Tower area.
Right in the Tower District.
Yeah.
And you are central kind of in the Tower District anyway.
We sure are.
And anybody from around this area knows the Big Red Church.
I hope so.
Yeah. So this Broadway on Van Ness, tell me about it. What's it going to be?
Well, it's Sunday afternoon, April 29th. We show up at 4 o'clock. There's a pre-show reception, with champagne and hors d'oeuvres. And then we go into the sanctuary and we hear people with great voices sing very familiar show tunes in a beautiful way, like from The King and I or Porgy and Bess, or just
some of the great classic musicals.
Classic musicals, pieces from classic musicals.
That's great.
Yeah. And
Ara?
Yeah.
Reverend Ara, how long have you been doing Broadway in Venice?
Oh, it's been going on for 8 years or so.
8 years?
Yeah.
And got a pretty good population that shows up for this?
We used to sell out every year and last year we had a full house also, but we would, this would happen through the Fresno Grand Opera. And you remember last year around this time, they ceased to exist, and the show went on anyway.
The show goes on. That's great.
Yeah. And this year the church is doing it with a group of 16 excellent voices, many of them who sang in the chorus in previous years, and they're rehearsing now. It's going to be an excellent program.
I'm sure it is.
So I'm welcoming anyone who's interested in that kind of music to be there.
And what's the date and day again?
Sunday, April 29th at 4 in the afternoon.
Sunday, April 29th. Sundays in the afternoon, oftentimes they watch football games and stuff like that. But a chance to come together, hear some good music, and if you happen to be a family person, bring your family. And in today's world, young people don't get exposure to some of the great musical music. And that's some really powerfully wonderful and uplifting music. It's great. So this is a great opportunity for families, for some of us old-timers that like the stuff and would like to get back and hear some of it.
Yeah, just people who appreciate excellent music.
Yeah.
Yeah. You appreciate the arts. It's one of the places to be.
How do we get tickets?
You can call the church office. You can email the church office. The phone number at the church, 227-8489, and or email us at office@bigredchurch.org, and we would love to host, to hear from you.
Right, and you have a Facebook page, right?
We have a Facebook page, the Big Red Church, Facebook page, and there's a big banner on the page for Broadway on Van Ness. You can drop by the church. We're there from usually around 8:30 in the morning, but to be safe, 10 o'clock to 5, 6 in the afternoon.
How much are the tickets?
The tickets are $45. So it's...
but it's for a great cause.
It's for a great cause. There's a pre-show reception, and afterwards the reception continues with desserts and coffee and so forth.
What a great way to spend a Sunday afternoon.
It is.
Good music, good association, but more than that, it's going to a great purpose, and it's staying right here in Fresno.
It's staying right here in Fresno, and in this area, exactly in the Tower.
And there's a need for that, isn't there?
There's need everywhere, and that's one of the things about churches, religious institutions, places that can be the spiritual home, that give you a taking off point where I come here, I'm safe, there's people who love me, who support me, so you can go out there and do great things, and it may take energy from you. You come back, you get restored.
Ara, that in today's world where there's so much chaos going on, and in this part of the world, in Fresno, in the Tower, where you can look. You're right. There's need everywhere, but there's need here.
Absolutely.
And the outreach through a spiritual organization like the Big Red Church into the community, it's not only is it uplifting, but it's very life affirming.
Absolutely.
And it's very supporting, and it's important that our family, the Fresno Tower family, knows that you're there, knows that they can go there for support. What a great thing. This has got to be an outrageously successful event. I just know it in my heart. Yeah. Thanks for being on the show, sharing it.
Thank you. Okay. Thank you. It's a
Once
pleasure.
Again, it's the 29th, Sunday afternoon, 4 o'clock, Big Red Church. Be there. This is a great cause. And I'll see you when we come back.